Happy Christmas Eve, everyone. Happy Christmas Eve. Happy Saturday. It's Christmas Eve. I wonder if you're going to be with family today, or are you cooking? Are you having dinner? Are you alone with your pets? What is it for you? Today, my husband and I are going to be working on stuff for tomorrow. So we still have today. Happy Christmas Eve to you guys. Merry Christmas. Grab yourself a drink, and I'm going to get started on the makeup. The usual Aveeno Baby, SPF 50, a little bit of the L'Oreal Beach Bay, as usual. So, it's really early. It's actually dark outside here. Right now, we're getting up early. We're running to this grocery store that's open 24 hours. One of the few that are open 24 hours. And we're going to get anything else we need. No last minute things. And that's good. So it feels good to be on the ball a little bit and to get out there before everybody else. Whoopsie. This table's kind of hollow sounding, so that's why it sounds like that. This is just a table from Costco. Folding table. And Milani eyeshadow primer to prime the eyeshadow, to prime the eyelids. Put a little there, put a little there. Whoops, I almost missed completely. I have a little sleep going on, pardon, or something. I didn't look at myself close enough before I started videoing. But I don't think it's anything that you could see. And you understand, I'm sure. So, I hope you guys are doing well this morning, this Christmas Eve morning. What we're trying to do too, sorry, my nose is itching, is we're trying to, sorry, nose is itching, is we're trying to get some games going with the fam bam. So we were thinking of doing like a win, lose, or draw type thing, like get a whiteboard and, you know, have teams, split us up into two, and play win, lose, or draw. That's something. Also, I'm going to use a little bit of foundation now, which is the L'Oreal Fit Me. I don't know if I use that slow enough. So we've played that before, and it's a lot of fun. You know, it's interactive kind of game. We don't have a big table or a big living room for us to all be in and have, or kitchen, I should say, to have, you know, play a board game or something. There's too many of us, really. Actually, there's only gonna be 9 of us today. Unless my mom and my stepdad come over, but I don't think they're going to. We're gonna go see them first thing in the morning. And, what was I gonna say? Another game, well, we were trying to think of games. I'm not sure that we're gonna do this, but is do kind of like a Jeopardy game. So I used to have a cousin, my cousin's husband used to do a Jeopardy game where he had his big poster board, and he would have like columns, and then he would have, you know, like 200, 300. He would use Post-it notes to cover. I don't really watch Jeopardy, so I'm not super up on that. I know that you say, what is, that's how you answer, is you ask the question. I think, what is what is balls or what is dogs or so that's something that we might do and get a prize, which would be fun, especially on Christmas. We usually don't do prizes. I'm going to actually put a little bit of powder on my eyes. I'm going to use the Fit Me, which is Maybelline Fit Me. And I use the translucent, which is number 100. And I'm going to use the Too Fluffy of a Fluffy brush, which I'm starting to really like. It's actually kind of changed things up if you have been watching. And I kind of get a disaster going on my eyelids. And then this kind of comes and saves the day a little bit. Going underneath a little tiny bit too. Okay, so now I'm kind of ready to rock and roll with the eyes. Now that I have the translucent powder, I'm going to use my eyeshadow contraption. I'll let you know what this is once I know myself. If I see it, I'll look for it. It's Ash Brown number, but I said I didn't know what company it was, 963. And yeah, I'm sorry. Wait, what is that? There's nothing on here. It's been ripped off and stuff, so there's nothing on here that says what it is that I can see. Sorry about that. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. So I'm using I use a little bit of this waxiness, a little bit of the lighter and a little bit of the darker. I don't know if I'm using it properly. That's what I've been doing, and it seems to work pretty good. My eyebrows are pretty good, but I just like to kind of define them a little bit more, make them a little bit darker. I'm pretty excited about the day. I hope that we get everything done that we want to get done early. I've noticed that I can really be a procrastinator, which is part of what I'm going to be changing with the help of God, of course, because I can't do it on my own. And I just have not been, it's not something that I've really talked to him about. So I'm going to go. And it's definitely something that I want to change, is to be more, I procrastinate a lot in my life. And it's probably because I'm tired all the time. That's probably part of it. So that's another thing I need to work on. I'm telling you all my personal stuff. Alrighty. So we were thinking of the games, like a Jeopardy game, and maybe even have like a prize for both games. Here is that Maybelline strobe stick. I'd like for you to see the difference. Can you see? Just a little bit of gleam, little bit of gleam. Now today is Christmas Eve. I'm gonna use some under my brow. So I was gonna put a little something special on my eyelids today. Fan a little bit more for those cheeks of mine. Let's see what time it is here. It's 5:12 a.m. I don't know when I'm going to upload this because it's been taking forever. I can't say that. It's been taking a couple hours to upload for some reason, even after I got all that stuff off my phone. So I don't know if it's YouTube or what it is, but it has been taking a long time for some reason. It didn't at first. I'm going to let myself dry just a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and finish my eyes. I'm going to use the Maybelline 10Q palette, which is the Mocha Motion. I'm not using all of it there, but some of it. I'm going to use my new favorite one right here. Put that all over, except for, I'm not going to go all the way up to the brow. And let's see here. Maybe you have some ideas of games that you and your family play. Remember that if you're alone, think of maybe contacting a place to offer your assistance, because you will definitely not feel lonely. Definitely, I don't want you to feel lonely. I do not. And I have a little something right here. And it's gone. Okay. I'm going to go underneath the eye a little bit with that same color, even though it's super, super light. I just think it might be a nice color to just do all the way across, just to have as a little base under there. Maybe. Okay. So that is that. Now, I'm going to do some crease. I'm going to use, actually, no, I'm not. What am I going to use? What was my plan? I'm going to use the gray. I think I'll use this gray right here. I don't know for sure if that's what I was going to use. I think I was going to go more browns, but we'll do this instead. I'm going to use like a glitz and glimmery pinky color over my lids, over what's there already. Just for fun. It's something that I've worn on day to day before, but I haven't worn it for a while, so now it's kind of this special thing. Which is this. This is the L'Oreal, what is the name of it? I've told you guys before. This particular color that I have that I'm going to use is Amethyst Quartz, and it's number 425. And this is the L'Oreal, I don't know what to call it. I have another one. Let me look and see if the label's better. It is. It's better. It's the Brilliant Eyes Liquid Shadow. Brilliant Eyes Liquid Shadow. Brilliant Eyes. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, I'm not using that one. I'm going to use this one, which is the Amethyst Quartz. But what I like to do is I like to kind of put the crease color on first before I put that on. This is still that gray. I'm going to take a little bit. This is kind of a warm color, and I do like a little warm above. So I wiped this off. I'm going to take a little bit of that, and I'm going to put it above. Even though I had already done that, I feel like this gray has kind of covered it a little bit. So I'm just going to kind of get in there and add a little bit more of that back. So we'll go with that, I guess. So now for fun, I'm going to use this because it is Christmas Eve after all. I just usually put it on my finger. Oops. Am I out? It shouldn't be out. I haven't used very much of it. Maybe it's coming on there and I'm just not seeing it. Okay, so here goes. So this is what I look like right now. Adds a little something. I use my other hand. Maybe it's, there's not a whole lot in there or something and I'm running out. I don't know. I can hear our little dog walking up and down the hallway. I hope my husband will take her out to go to the bathroom. Alrighty, so now I'm putting this on there. I feel like I need a little more. This is a little bit, I could be using the strobe stick, but this has a little more color in it. Kind of pinky color. Wow, this is really like, I must be out of it. Weird. I say weird because I don't feel like I used very much of it. But just like with other cosmetics, there's not a lot in these containers. rarely is it when you say that you get something and you're like, wow, this is really a lot. Alrighty, that is that. Well, I guess I'm kind of out of that. Okay, so I am going to use a browner color for the crease. I'm going to use, this is that Honeybee Gardens that I got on Amazon. Never heard of this company before, but I'm going to use some of this color. I used it the other day. Do you remember when I used it the other day? I'm using some of that brown. And I think this will be good. I hope. Alrighty, that's gonna have to do. Oh, I'm gonna put a little of that brown underneath my eyes as well. I don't know why. It's my kids, and I still feel nervous when they come over and we're entertaining. Isn't that silly? I just want it to go really well. And usually I'm so exhausted because I don't eat healthy. I should. It's all my fault. That I just kind of, I don't know, this sounds really awful, you guys. But sometimes I just want to sit there and just watch them have a good time and not really partake in any of it. That sounds terrible. Because I just feel so tired from it all. That sounds really bad, doesn't it? I'm going to use this, the Gypsy Blue. This is NYX Professional Makeup retractable eyeliner. And it is in the color Gypsy Blue, which I don't know why I love that name. I like this color because this blue is really pretty. It's not blue, although it kind of looks like it once it goes in my eyes. Sometimes the color's different, isn't it? Than it is on the outside of the container. I like the outside of the container color better than this. Darn it. So I'm putting some on, and I'm going to use my little angle brush and kind of smooth it because it looks a little choppy. I don't want any choppy. Can you hear that TV? Sorry if you can. I hope it's not distracting you. So, there we go. All right, I'm going to use a little bit. I'm going to use back to this, the Maybelline 10Q. The darker color is like a dark grayish taupe. I'm going to use some of that and just kind of go over the bluish color just a little bit. Mostly down by my eyelashes. See if you can see the difference. If you're interested. If you're not, that's okay. Let's see. All right. There we have it. I need to use this to get some of that, any fallout or anything off. There might be a tiny bit there. Little crumblies of the eyeliner, I think. I was just thinking of you, and I hope that you have a lot of peace today. I hope I have a lot of peace today. And I'm going to use the Sky High. The color is black. When I said I'm using rose gold, not the black, the color is black. It's just the container is rose gold. there is black containers of it. I don't know what the difference is. I haven't seen that in person. I only saw the commercial for it. So I'm putting some mascara on. I still need to do my bronzer and blush to bring my face to life. So, we don't have like I don't even know if people have stereos anymore. We don't have anything like that in our living room. So we use our TV for like Christmas music, and it usually has like one of those really pretty Christmassy pictures on the TV. And so that's probably going to be happening. I have a little bit of Christmas shopping still to do. Do you guys? So even though Christmas, I mean, one of the reasons that I am a little stressed is because I procrastinated. I'm being honest. I procrastinated. For what reason? I don't know. Laziness, I suppose. Doggone laziness. Merry Christmas, you guys. Alrighty. Let's do this blush. I'm using the Milani Sunkissed. On the cheeks, or above the cheeks, I should say. And kind of up in here to give me that sun glow in the winter. And it is winter now. Happy winter, guys. Do you do any snow sports? I'm using this other brush to kind of buff it in there. We don't want to look too sunny. Okay. I am going to use a little bit of the Milani Tea Rose. I just use the same brush, like so. I'm going to use the Coral Ember Cheek Heat. Probably got way too much that came out. It's just such an odd container. I kind of like the little screw top because I can do it really easy with just easily, if that makes sense. But it just squirts out kind of like a lot. All right, guys. I feel like that's way too much. I still have wrapping to do too. Because we don't do anything until Christmas Day, really. So I have that time and I use it because I'm lazy. Or I'm just too busy. Maybe I'm being too hard on myself and I'm just too busy. I don't really know, to be very honest. I know that I get up really early every day. And I'm going to do some extra of this. How's that? Looks like I put my nose in something. I'm really not going to leave it like that, guys. Just teasing. Ding! Let me do this. Do a little buffing. Yeah, that's way too much still. The reason that I use it right there on my nose is because my nose is wider. I probably just took off. I think I did. Let me put a little foundation back on. Anyway, and it can give it the illusion of having a pointier nose when that little ball on the end has that little bit of highlight on it. I like my nose just fine. I'm not really trying to change it. And I put this here a little bit. Honestly, I've never really actually, that's not true. I used to dislike my nose so much when I remember I was in 5th grade. Oh my gosh. 5th grade. I'm going to use a little bit of this bronzer / blush that I had. And I did not like my profile. And I remember I used to have to like go get a paper and walk between all the children back to my desk. And I didn't want them to see my profile. So I tried to, isn't that silly? But it's how I felt at the time. Okay. One more sip of tea, then some lippy stick. Have you guys seen that little video of that little girl? And she's got lipstick all over her mouth. And her dad's like, what do you have on your mouth? She goes, my lippy stick. And of course she does it really cute. Not like me. And he's like, oh, you do? Why do you have lippy stick? And where'd you get the lippy stick? And she's like, I got my lippy stick from Home Depot. I just think that's so precious. All right, so I'm going to go do something with my hair. Merry Christmas Eve to you. I will be here tomorrow, and I will be wishing you a very Merry Christmas. Take good care of yourselves, and I will see you soon, okay? All right, do something for yourself today, something special. Eat on special plates, make your special meal, and celebrate the birth of Jesus with me. And I'll see you tomorrow. All right, bye, guys. See you later.